to all of my Aries out there. So please make sure to get my book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The link to that is in the description box below as usual. Actually, let me take this light off real quick because this is going to be a longer than usual video because I have a couple of things that I want to talk about real quick. It's all good. You know what I mean? I'm sure you'll like it. So number one, I do have a website up. Yes, my website is up. It is live. It is official. Kareemspiritworks.wix.com. Okay. And all of my services are on there, from my tarot reading to the birth chart reading to, you know, if you're having problems with your relationship, another person's relationship, right? Let's just say you happen to be a Virgo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, in this case, Aries, right? You can, right? And you may be dealing a Taurus, another Aries, another Aquarius, and you want to know about the mysteries that they're not telling you, or the way that, because of the way that they're acting, you can always contact the website. All right. And the website is really cool because the way that I've made it so that if you send me your name and your email address, right, and you send in a message in the website, it'll actually go straight to my email. So I'll actually be able to see it. On the website as well, right, if you scroll down, right, past the services, up underneath the services, it'll say something like pay here. Now, when you click on it, it'll say donate, but obviously it's not necessarily a donation unless I make a donation button. It's actually you paying. So, so now I don't necessarily have to have my services, you know, make the description box a long description anymore. You can literally contact me with just a few clicks. All right. So Kareemspiritworks.wix.com. All right. Or you can contact me at my email, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, and we'll go from there. Excuse me. So for the Aries, we have the Knight of Swords. It's the 4th of July, so you know they're gonna be out here. You know they're gonna be out here doing their thing. So you have the Knight of Swords. Then you have the Queen of Cups. Oh wow, sorry about that. Wrong way. 4 of Cups. We're starting the whole reading over. 4 of Cups, 7 of Cups, the World, 2 of Swords, Chariot, Knight of Cups, Strength, the Temperance, Page of Pentacles, and last but not least, we have the Ace of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for you, Aries, right? No major arcana that represents Aries so far. But one thing that I am seeing for you, Aries, is the 4 of Cups. There's someone whom you are trying to get to know, right? But a lot of you, Aries, have the abundance mindset where if you're trying to flirt with someone, you're trying to let them know that you're interested, and they're basically giving you the runaround and not showing you any kind of interest. You Aries, 7 of Cups, you have more options. So it's not necessarily a big deal. The World represents, and the next thing you know, you'll be going out on a date in no time as you're hanging out with somebody. And I'm just using date as a misnomer, right? Because we can call it hanging out, we can call it, right, a rendezvous, a liaison, we can call it whatever it is that we want to call it. But the 2 of Swords and the Chariot, these 2 cards represents how this is a situation for a lot of you where the next thing that you want to do is that you really want to be in a situation where a lot of you Aries can not be so combative, because the 2 of Swords and the Chariot represents that even though other people are going to be, the weirdos are going to be like that with you, people, especially the people who are closest to you, like family and friends, they're going to kind of misinterpret you flirting with people and you not getting the yes, as they're going to assume that you're going to be upset about it, right? And like I said from my last Aries reading, right? Or I should say the last long form Aries reading like this, right? Whenever it is that Aries don't spaz out, they're kind of like, Aries is known for spazzing out, right? And someone left a comment saying, well, they don't like the fact that I use the word spaz. I'm from New York. So New York, we have a term called spazzing out, where you lose your cool, you get upset, and you basically start wilding out on people, right? So regardless of whether it's verbal or physical or both. So Aries is kind of known for spazzing out, right? So when you're not spazzing out, people are kind of worried, because they're like, why are you not spazzing out? You know, because they think that you may be up to something more diabolical. And the things that the Knight of Cups, the Strength, and the Temperance represents, it's not that you're up to something diabolical. It's just that you Aries are happy and content with the way things are, or the way things are going, which is you have a lot of options. And when you meet someone that represents the Strength and the Temperance, you're just not going to bother with the person anymore, because you see them and you see it for who and what it is. Like, a lot of times people can end up thinking that Aries is only a hothead, and completely misunderstanding that Aries can be quite industrious and quite strategic. Of course, if Aries takes the time to slow down. But as I've said before, but Aries is actually quite, quote unquote, intelligent. So that's something that a lot of people don't necessarily know about that. Now, the next couple of cards that I got are the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. The Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, those two cards represent how a lot of you Aries, you're just going to move forward with another person. And if things don't necessarily work out, then you'll move forward again, which is a good outlook to have, right? If you Aries think that you are meeting too many people, slow down, don't speak to people for a month, and then continue to speak to other people. You know, it doesn't have to be this dramatic scene for you Aries. And this is what I'm seeing that a lot of you Aries understand, right? You just go ahead and talk to somebody else. Now let's clarify the Ace of Wands, right? Because that's the last card of the main board. Let's clarify that. You have the Hangman, okay, the Temperance, okay, and the Five of Swords. So the Hangman represents, this can be a while before you actually meet someone who is really serious about hanging out with you and isn't into the flaking and all that. The Temperance and the Five of Swords represents, but for the most part, you're going to meet people who are going to try to flake. And like I said before, well, I haven't said this before, but the people who flake on you, right, especially if you really did leave a good impression and they just flake on you, and they're flaking on you for no rhyme or reasons, those are the people who would honestly sleep with you the first night or the second night. It's just that those people are too scared to actually do that, because they see you as getting them enraptured a little bit too quickly. So just think about that, Aries. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.